Hello students, welcome back to your class of English, and today as we have been discussing about the chapter The Adventures of Blue Carbuncle, the same today we'll discuss. And till now we have read that this is an extract from the Sherlock Holmes mystery by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and till now we have read that the narrator called his friend Sherlock Holmes after 2 days of Christmas, as he was sitting on the sofa and where the piled papers, morning papers were kept, and besides that there were some inspecting tools were kept. And as they started conversing with each other, Sherlock Holmes told that this case looked very ordinary, but then the narrator added that even this case can be connected or linked with any crime or mystery. So Sherlock Holmes just started narrating him that one day, on the day of Christmas, as he was walking on the road, he saw a man with a fat goose, and who was just walking ahead of the commissioner, the uniform attendant, and the tallish man was just carrying a fat goose and walking ahead of him. And as he reached the street, at the end of the street, he was attacked by some hoodlums. So now next what happens in the story, have a look. Peterson, who was the commissioner, rushed forward to protect the victim, but the man, frightened by Peterson's uniform, took to his heels. As Peterson moved forward, ran forward to protect the tall man, but the man, as noticed Peterson in his police uniform, he just ran away due to fear. The rugs also ran away as Peterson approached. So Peterson was left with the fat goose and the battered hat that the tall man left behind. So even the hoodlums who attacked the tallish man, they also ran away as they saw Peterson approaching. So there Peterson was left alone with the fat goose and the hat that was of the tall man. Peterson wanted to give the goose back to the owner, but faced quite a problem, as Peterson really wanted to give that goose back to its real owner, but there was some problem. So let's see what was the problem. Mrs. Henry Baker was printed on a small card that was tied to the goose's left leg. Also the hat does have the initials HB that have been inscribed on its lining. As when Peterson was just making up his mind to return the goose to its real owner, then he noticed that on one of the left leg of goose, it was printed, there was a printed card that was tied on the left leg of the goose, and there was written the name of Mrs. Henry Baker. And also the hat which the tall man had left there, it also had the initials HB, the signatures, the initials, the names, the initial letters of the name HB. It also means Henry Baker, that have also inscribed on its lining. However, there are thousands of bakers in this city, and many thousands of those are Henry Bakers. So now the problem was that who was Henry Baker? It was very difficult to find, because in the city there were number of bakers with the same name, and 100 of those who are Henry Bakers. So thousands of bakers are there in the city, and out of them hundreds are having the same name, Henry Bakers. So it was a problem that to whom it to be returned. So Peterson brought both hat and goose round to me on Christmas morning, as he knows such problems interest me. So when he was in a dilemma, he was in a confusion, then what to be done, then Peterson in that case brought both the things, the hat and the goose, to me, means to Sherlock Holmes, on Christmas morning, as he was well aware that such kind of problems, such kind of mysteries really attracted him, as he was really fascinating by such problems and really curious to solve them at the same time. So the goose was kept until this morning, when it seemed to be going bad. Peterson will have it cooked today. I thought that I would keep the hat with me. The goose was kept until this morning, and when it seemed to be going bad. Then they kept it safe for few days, even until today's morning when they are talking about. But when they seem that it is going to be bad, so Peterson just have cooked it today, just killed it and then cooked it. I thought that I would keep the hat with me, and then I decided to keep that hat with me. Means who is the speaker here? Sherlock Holmes. He is saying that the goose they kept for safe so that the real owner could claim for it, but when they seemed that no one had come and the condition of the goose was not good, so Peterson decided to just kill it and cooked it. And then Sherlock Holmes thought that he would keep the hat with him. Did you advertise in the papers so that the owner can claim the hat? No. Then the narrator asked, have you given any advertisement in the newspaper or somewhere else so that the owner could come and claim for the hat? Then Sherlock Holmes replied, no. Then how will you know whose the owner is? Then I posed a question, how will he come to know that who is the real owner of the hat? We know what we can deduce from this hat, but you are joking. I don't see what you can deduce from this battered hat. Then Sherlock Holmes asked the narrator, then do you know what can be deduced, means recapitulate or make out from this hat? Then I asked, are you joking? I don't think that anything beneficial or anything productive can be deduced or taken out from this spoiled hat. Then he asked me that do you know that what can be deduced? Deduce means to take out the results. Then I asked him, are you joking? What can you take out? What results you can take out from this spoiled hat? Here is my lens. You know my methods. Then he told me that, can you see my inspecting tool, the lens and the other tools? You know my methods. What can you gather about the man who owns this hat? Then I was really surprised and asked him that what can you calculate or what decision can you take about the owner of the hat from this hat? Then I took the tattered object in my hands and turned it over rather ruefully. It was a very ordinary black hat of the usual round shape, hard and much the worse for wear. Then the narrator took this spoiled, turned into pieces objects in his hand and then turned it ruefully means roughly and not carefully. It was a very ordinary simple black hat of the same usual round shape, and it was very hard stuff and really worse to wear. It was not in a condition to wear. The lining had been of red silk. It was made of red silk but was a good deal discolored. There was no maker's name, but as Holmes had remarked, the initials HB were scrawled upon one side. This hat was made of red silk, but all the color have faded completely. And there was no maker's name. There was no name of the maker, but as Holmes had remarked, it had an initial with HB, which can be seen upon one side, and it was pierced in the brim for a hat skewered, but the elastic was missing. For the rest, it was cracked, exceedingly dusty and spotted in several places, although there seemed to have been some attempt to hide the discolored patches by smearing them with ink. As it was made of silk, but the color had been faded completely, and there was no name of the makers, but as Holmes pointed out, it had an initial with HB, and it was pierced in the brim for a hat skewer. But as the name was secured, the initial was secured for the hat skewer and on the edge of the bottom, on the bottom side, on the bottom of the hat, but the elastic was missing and there was no elastic. For the rest, it was cracked, it was spoiled crockery, exceedingly dusty, full of dust, and spotted in several places, and there was cast spots at many places. And although there seemed to have been some attempt, and it was seemed that many attempts have been made to hide the discolored patches, the faded patches of the color, by filling with the help of the ink. I can see nothing. Tell me what you have deduced from this ad. Then the narrators asked Sherlock Holmes. Then he is not able to deduce anything to approach at the result, but he is asking from Sherlock Holmes that what conclusion he has reached about this hat by having a look on this hat.